vlog number 1, guys. Today we're trying to get some carp. As you can see, the rod is set up right now. I'm using a 3000 Shimano Stradic with a 10-pound braid, with a 20-pound and a 20-pound and 10-pound terminal tackle. 20 pounds for lead weight and 10 pounds for the actual hook through swivel connection. As you can see, we're having a wind coming from the south right now, so should be good. Bite should be hard and fast because the carp will be coming this way. I'll already throw out some soft dough bait, medium bait, pack rice. I'll be using dried dehydrated flour bread as a top coat, rice as an attractant, mix eggs and corn flour and flour. This is my special mix bait. It's not the best consistency right now because I've mixed some too much rehydrated bread on there. And this is my current mash bait right now. It's a mix between ground corn tortilla mixed with sweet corn, and a lot of white bread. I don't know. The white bread may not be as effective as whole wheat bread. I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, looks like we have fish on. Nope, we don't. Okay, we shall see which ones works best. Okay, we're on to our first fish of the day. Looks like he's going to town with me. Look at that. Oh yeah, he's going to town. Ooh, another run. He's going to town. Looks like the bread coating worked, guys. Paid off. No need to manhandle the fish because this thing has really soft mouth, and the hook will pop out. That's why light drag, small reel, 10-pound line, 10-pound trace, and we just have to wear them out and keep the pressure on the rod. Beautiful day, nice cool weather, water's cool. You don't have to worry about exhausting the fish. The water's cool, so plenty of oxygen in there for them. Important thing, get your net wet. Fish. He'll decide when he's ready or not. not ready, guys. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes. He's not ready. Looks like a good 4-pounder. Good 4-pounder right here. Don't want to push him too hard. But you do want to keep the pressure on. Keep enough pressure so the hook stays. I can't really use anything smaller than size 2 hook because how I'll make my bait. How I'll make the bait is kind of a bit soft than I would like to be, so I can't really put a lot of, can't get enough compaction in the bait to keep a small size hook than maybe a 2 or a 4 minimum. I tried putting on a size 6 hook. It doesn't work. See this, but tilt it down just a little bit. As you can see, yeah, the fish is kind of struggling a bit. That's why I want to keep the fins. Hook is penetrated through, which is good. I don't like to use barbless. Come down. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna wash this bad boy real quick. Make sure beautiful. Correction, it's not a 4-pound. That's probably 2-pound the most. You can see it's a healthy fish, no parasite. A few scale picked off. I'm guessing we caught him before. Look at that. Look at that lovely collar at the tail. Those fins. Yeah, you want to be careful. There's spikes here, and yours, the portal tail. Look at that powerful tail right there. It's a beautiful fish. But you gotta let him go. Let him grow big. I'm gonna catch him again. On to our next fish. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the basic setup that I use. We have a, I guess that's a, I don't know, I think it's a 1/8, because I don't have the weight on there thing. A glass bead, you don't have to use glass, you can use plastic. A smallest swivel you can find, maybe a size 12 or a size 10. A 10-pound trace, and this is a 20-pound trace I'm talking about, because this thing's gonna chafe a lot. That's why you have to put 20 pound. Number 2 hook. Any kind of hook, I wouldn't recommend this type. It's a live baiting hook. I believe this is an owner SSV chemically sharpened. Not the. There's 2 types. There's the one that you sharpen with, they sharpen with chemical sharpening, and the other one uses mechanical, which is they grind it on the stone or some kind of abrasive surface to get that fine point. But this will work. You can buy this. It's kind of the most expensive part of this is the hook, so that's why you want to use hooks. The reason I don't like to use barbless because this fish are pretty strong, and the barb hold the fish, because we're free lining it, basically just waiting till the fish take the bait. That's why you don't have any of those kind of fancy bait detector, because I don't use any. I just use visual cues, make sure the line's taut, set the hook or lift the rod depending on how big the fish. Sometimes you lose, sometimes they don't. If a big fish, it doesn't really penetrate, but it does help when you catch a little fish. Make sure it doesn't go away. Plus, if you do hook them, most of the time with this type of hook, it's in the mouth, never the gut, never the throat, never the inner gills, so it's pretty good. So yeah, that's my basic setup. You don't have to use braid, but at the moment I have 10-pound braid. I don't know, maybe I get like 200 or almost 250 on here, which is, I guess, too much for this type of application, because we're probably casting about 10, 20 feet out, so it's not really good. It's not really far. You can get away with mono. You don't have to use my type of gear. You can use any kind of fixed spool or spinning reel, any kind of brand, any kind of one you want, but make sure you get 8-pound minimum. Reason being, sometimes you can get 10-pound plus carp, and you want that sensitivity. Right now at the end I'm using fluorocarbon. Monofilament is good too, but I like the line to sink down because we're using a sinking bait. The fish here mostly feed on the bottom, so you want your hook and line from the sinker to sink down and not to spin slowly. So you want the down to sink as fast as your bait and your lead goes. So yeah, that's the basic setup. You can use fluorocarbon as your main line, but I won't recommend, because we're fishing for carp, and there's actually no need for fluorocarbon, because the line will sink and you kind of have a harder time getting that visual cue, trying to get a very visible line. The way the water stain doesn't really matter. Fish don't care if your line is invisible in the water, even the sun is going to refract this, so the fish will know whether you like it or not. But the most important thing, you have a heavier section where your lead is, so it doesn't, when the fish take it, it's going to move around, so this thing doesn't chafe up. At the terminal end, when a nice light line, probably equal or less than your running line, main line, and you want to set your drag properly, like that, about probably 2-pound drag. So it's not a lot. 4-pound max. That's how you do it. You don't put too much drag so the fish can take it, and you keep a nice bend on your rod. That's the key point. Okay, good luck, guys. You're gonna often second start. I'm actually breaking the finer rules of carp fishing. Once you got it, put your fish down and you bait up and put your bait out again. Not talk too much. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and start fishing. Okay guys, this is how you cast it. Cast them light, cast it 10, 20 feet out, either to your left or to your right, but try to hit center. And just loft bait. It really slow, so you don't have to put a lot of pressure on the line. Will just lay down smooth, just like that. wait till all your line gets submerged. You can tell from your line when it's submerged. There's like TV convergence. I don't know if you can tell you that, that's just technicality. Make sure your line is submerged. Once it's submerged, you can tell. Some of the line is on the subsurface. And that's when you know you get your bait ready. Okay, like that. Fish on, babe. Fish on. We got our fish on. See how fast that was? I just laid down there and then because we've been keep on feeding this area with fish. We have this area's been worked on a lot by me and my friends. So you can see how fast that tank is. How explosive. See how fast it is. See that? That's how fast it is. That's how fast it is. That's how you have to be visual. Everything here is visual. The carp is not big. It's about like 1 pound. Look at that take, guys. Look at that take. Nice, quick. Look at that. Nice, quick, and snappy. It ain't a big carp. It's a little guy. It's about 1 pound. Nice. How fast they got this guy for? It's what? They're goldfish. These guys are goldfish. Oh man, I kinda hurt him. This is what they're trying to do most of the time. They bite so fast. Kind of hurt the fish a little bit. You don't want to do that. But this thing will heal, and this guy will grow to a bigger fish. But if you want to keep him, this is the size you want. You want to keep the adults, or the breeding adults, in good, healthy population. But these guys are scrappers. They put a hell of a fight. We're gonna let him go, let him heal up. Hopefully, he'll grow a nice big carp. That's the problem with fast biting carp. They bite so fast. What you can do is only react. When they spit it out, they took it, and when you lift your rod, sometimes that thing happens. But it's unavoidable. But all this part of the mouth of the fish, or the cheek part, is cartilage, so you don't have to worry. There's some few blood veins, but it'll heal up. That's why I take it off the hook, and make sure I release him back to the water quickly. It should get healthier, because the quicker you take the hook out, show your fish, put it back in, the better for the fish, because they keep all the slime in their body, that keep bacteria from eating their fate.